Slamming with the Huns. We are not going to discover the Huns. And Spring with Malay. Malay is a 6 civilization. We will see very soon the overview there. And goal in front. Another goal in front. And another one. All forward. But Huns are Huns. These hills. 4 stone at the back. And well, I want to see forest. Big forest at the back with the berries. Another big forest on the right side. He could palisade to the edge of the map. I don't know. Big hills here. 2 ships, another 4 ships forward. Well, let's see. I don't like that all his resources are forward, but we're going to see how Slam is going to play this one. Actually, he didn't play aggressive or defensive in the previous one, but now Spring, berries at the back, gold on a side, a stone on a side, and they played yesterday. Mr. Uros. Lamricam, wood at the back, berries, and what is he going to do with Malay? Well, really interesting, because it's a civilization that he could go, for example, 20... What? Blitzcraft!
Huh?
No, well, I just got $100 donation.
Oh, wow, congrats!
To say thank you so much with Blitzcraft. Thank you so much. I miss you, man. I miss you, man. You have to come more to the channel, and not for the donation, because you are... Guys, now seriously, this guy was my first donator on Twitch. The first donation I got on Twitch was him 4 years ago.
Wow.
You can see, he just resubscribed 39 months. 39 months subscription in the channel. I'm not kidding. So it's amazing that he did the resubscription just now, because it was my first donator. I remember, man, I'm you know, details matter, and I remember my first subscriber, my first donation, my first girl, I don't remember. I'm sorry, guys, I have to make it because it's the truth. I don't remember, man. I don't remember. But now, seriously, going back to the game, what he... You keep casting, I cannot cast him.
Oh.
Well, now seriously, what to do with Malay?
All right, let's break it down.
Aces win. What to do with the Malay? It's a 6 civilization. Go.
They are a 6 civilization, however they're extra sick on the water, and there's no water on Arabia, or at least not in this generation. I mean, I guess the ponds can help with infinite fish traps, but this is the 50% chance Arabia, the one that does not have any ponds, so yeah. So what can the Malay do on land exactly? Well, most importantly, they advance through the ages 80% faster, which allows Spring to all in 80% faster and potentially die 80% faster. But we'll have to see, though. He might be able to catch Slam off guard.
That's a good point, man. I mean, died 80% faster, I think, is the strategy he's gonna use. But now, seriously, with Malay, according to this crazy play that he's doing, he should try to go extremely aggressive, don't you think?
Yes.
I mean, he should go. I mean, you saw the
Spring.
first and the second game, you know? Go crazy aggressive. Like, for example, if you click 20 population up with this civilization, it's gonna be like 8 minutes up, 8 minutes something, maybe super early, and you can go tower as whatever. Go crazy aggressive. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Spring is a very good offensive player, and I actually like this civ choice by him. It fits his playstyle. The 80% faster advancing, you can do some crazy strategies with that. And at the very least, it's like a small, negligible eco boost. It's not nearly anywhere as close to as good as the amount of wood that you save as the Huns not having to build houses, as well as that villager work time that they have to spend building the houses. But it does kind of give you a 2 villager lead. Slam, though, on his way up to the feudal age at a very, very low population, 20 villagers, so he wants to apply some early pressure. Spring, though, even if he starts advancing now, he's going to hit feudal age maybe even slightly sooner.
Yeah. Well, the problem is that, you can see, he went up with 22 population, and he's getting faster. I have tested this 80%, and I think the difference is 2 villages.
Yeah, it's 2 villagers.
I think it's 2 villages exactly. So
man, he's missing a villager then.
Yeah, it's important, but we don't know, man. We really don't know. With the Spring, all the guests that we are doing, it's we can be wrong because he's a different player, and I think I have the feeling that he's doing on purpose. You know, that he just like to play like this, and he just go crazy because when he play safe like a standard, he can play really strong. But yeah, I remember some games in Nations Cup that he dominated big time in those team games playing strong. But let's see. Now we have Slam in Feudal Age, going to be with a stable, but stable for Spring as well. So they are going to scouts. Nothing, well, standard, you know, nothing crazy. With a Spring with 2 villages more. That the difference for this civilization.
Yeah, I mean, I like Slam grabbing his eco upgrades immediately right off the bat, the double bit axe and horse collar, and then Spring will immediately follow up. Very important thing to do. I think that Slam has a very safe wood line here, but he might end up losing a villager due to some spaghetti pathing, actually, and just, oh, but the scout's gonna get walled in, so he can't escape. Once again, Slam's micro, absolutely disgusting. Both players going for scouts, but the Huns get the scouts out 20% faster. And I actually am a big fan of Spring's playstyle. Like I said, one of my more popular videos was during the first AoE2 HD tournament ever, the Viper versus Spring Grand Finals, where Spring's insanely crazy rush playstyle really paid dividends. He can do it, maybe.
Spring was in a grand final. I have to watch that, man. You have to send me this guy. Really?
It's really old. It's like 2013. This is back when AoE2 HD ran like.
It's nice, then. It's nice. Well, 3 villages now difference. 3 villages now difference. 24, 27 villages, and he did a little palace on the right side. They are going to standard farming a lot, both players as much as possible. They are not going any on goal. But Slam has already a lot more scouts, while Spring is doing any spear or something. He's doing now the spear. Don't hit the town center. I'm checking now Slam point of view. He can see exactly, yeah, all the Spring base. When if we check now Spring, he can also see Slam. Not really. He can see the wood, but he cannot see the gold, the stone, and anything. If you check point of view from Spring, he didn't spot it yet. The goal for Slam, which is important if the game keep going. For a later game, but I think he will see it. Now they are going scout and spear, the same, but the economy with the hands and but the Spring is again idle TC. He really get idle TC so much. Remember that he was 3 villages ahead. Look now, he will be 1 village different pretty shortly.
Yeah, there's no reason that he should be behind in villagers here with that TC idle time. And I have to say that the way these fights are going to boil down to is who can keep their spears alive, because the spears kill the scouts in 3 hits if they don't have bloodlines and 4 hits if they do. And inevitably Slam should pull ahead here in scout production because they come out 20% faster, and even with the villager deficit, like, he's going to start pulling ahead. So Spring has to do something, and he's got to do it fast. He has to keep his spears alive and not let the enemy spears touch his scouts, which he is doing a good job of. Let the spears fight the spears. Yeah. Nice.
He's doing that right now. I was just exactly there where you were talking about the spears. Just to show, oh, look at the Spring. I like that tower. It's securing the gold and the stone.
Look at that hill.
It's a good one. It's a good one. It's in that little hill, so he's getting that spot, protecting the gold, the stone. He's open. Well, he's walling, man. Now he's walling more. Look at those palisades till those 2 forests. Now he's gonna wall more. No, not really. But now Slam is adding archery ranges, and Slam is doing the bloodlines already. Well, Slam, if he's also adding archers, he's gonna go all in. Well, we will see. It seems so, but he has no defense at home. He has to be careful because Spring has also the scouts coming.
This is a very aggressive build.
Look, he's coming. Little palisade, it's gonna be in time.
No, it's not.
There, man. He's there, but kill it, it's walling.
Oh!
Last second all the time. Ay. Slam boy. He's walling all the time. Make a palisade gate. Make a
palisade.
He walling. You see a Spring FU. What means that? Well, we all
Jebaited, everybody. Jebaited. Just when you think Slam's about to make a misplay and mess up his quick wall, boom, he gets it. He gets it every time. Slam never fails his quick wall. And now Spring once again has to retreat. And I have to once again emphasize the importance of getting bloodlines when your opponent has a lot of spearmen, allowing you to live that extra hit. Great split by Slam too. Again, absolutely disgusting play to pick off those scouts. Both players getting wheelbarrow at about the same time. Spring, though, I like that he's playing this one, like, a little less all-in. I do. The dynamic is reversed here a bit. That watchtower positioning is immaculate. He's got defensive spears. I think even though he might get routed here while these guys are doing their dance on the hill, trying to fight for that elevation advantage, Spring should be able to defend. He's actually close.
No, he's playing completely different to the other games. If you check, he's about to go up to Castle Age, man. His resources, he's gathering, he has the resources to go up. I don't know if he has the blacksmith, he has the blacksmith, he has the stable, he's mining stone. Oh my god, this civilization, remember, if we go Castle Age and he will go in a very good position, make a castle and Karambit warriors, is a crazy civilizations. Crazy civilizations. So let's see, man. Let's see. Well, like you said, he's not playing now like in all the other games, all in. He's just and he's managing the economy. You see?
I told you, reverse sweep.
He's going. Reverse, exactly.
Reverse sweep incoming. Look at this. He's even daisy chaining these watchtowers to protect each other. Spring knows that this area, based off the map generation, is of immense strategic importance, and he's even going to wall at the base of this watchtower because the melee units from Slam won't be able to attack and exploit that minimum range. He's got the spears in the defense. Spring has laid out his base so well, creating this makeshift funnel into the town center. He's going to get to the Castle Age so much faster, 80% faster to be specific, and the Knights might come out from him. We'll see, and maybe he can do something, because Slam's pretty wide open. That's one of the downsides of the Huns, is that you don't get to use houses as part of your walls.
The problem is how he's gonna go Knights with 2 villages on goal.
Go!
2 villages on goal.
What's he gonna do?
2 villages on goal. He's already in Castle Age. Spring doing the hard card. Gold mine and average, yes. Gold
he's just gonna boom.
Works, but man, put more villages on goal with 2 villages on goal. So I don't understand this. He go very strong to Castle Age, and now he's not doing a single average for these units. He's not doing any unit because he has 0 resources. So you go to Castle, well, maybe to boom. He's doing extra town center. He's doing all the average. Spring is doing scale mail armor, probably to protect, but he's against Huns, Res. He's against Huns. Huns, we all know. He's gonna go crossbow now.
But so
and spam cap archers. He can raid all over with those. And now he's inside with the scout, and the archers are coming.
I actually think this is a misplay by Slam for once. It is possible, ladies and gentlemen, it is possible. I actually think he has misplayed here, and he will lose this army potentially. We'll see. Walking straight underneath that town center, trying to apply some pressure because he's afraid of Spring's town center. But maybe he's fine.
He's not losing.
No, it's never misplayed. Debated once again.
He's not losing. Unbelievable. He's there now. He's going.
He has to make like a knight.
Look at this.
What is this fast Castle Age into nothing build? Fast Castle Age into technologies. It's like Spring. I liked his playstyle, but he got to the Castle Age so fast and he's doing nothing with it. He needs to build a defensive watchtower to protect his lumber camp. He needs to make a military in 2017. A single battle elephant will take care of this. Nah. He can actually make a single battle elephant.
Look.
What?
The archers, the crossbow, the botkin arrow. Oh my god, there's a bill. I don't even know what he means. He's still mining gold with 1 villager, man. He has a stone to make it a castle. Okay, he's gonna make the castle, but now Slam. He's gonna make the castle forward. He has a lot of farming, and now Slam can raid. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, he's sending the archers. He's coming with the archers. He's gonna go with the archers. He's gonna see the archers. Slam, go forward. If he catch up those villages doing the castle, he's gonna go and kill everything. He's going with the crossbows and
no, what is this game? What is this? Somebody hold me. Somebody hold me. What am I? No. Disaster. This castle will not go up. And you can't just fast Castle Age into nothing. You can't just fast Castle Age into handcart. That's not a build. What is this, Karambit Warriors? Dude, okay, they did get +1 attack. I did actually manage to convince Cision to give them +1 attack in the Castle Age because they used to be completely useless. So yeah. Oh, the castle's down. Crossbows.
He did the castle.
What?
What price? How many villages he killed? Has killed a lot.
Look at the population.
Look at the crossbows. The crossbows that he put in the lumber camp. He has deleted the lumber camp. Okay, or not? No, he's still there, the lumber camp. And he's there with the crossbows. Only 5 villages behind. Well, the thing is, after all that disaster, he's only 5 villages behind. He could be happy with that. But the population is 63 Slam, 42 Sprint, with 21 army, 4 army, and 1, 2, 3 town centers. 3 town centers for Sprint, okay. 1, 2, 3.
So this build, as a guy who was heavily involved, I was working on Rise of the Raja's development since day one, and you know, I've play tested this build a lot. It doesn't match up very favorably versus this specific build that the Huns do every game, which is, you know, usually some sort of like heavy scouts play, and then maybe they go for crossbows or cav archers or knights. Karambit Warriors typically do poorly against basically all of those things. They kind of do okay versus eagles, but I think you actually need to be ahead for this to work, because the Karambit Warrior has decent mobility, but to say it gets hard countered by this specific like cav archer Hun playstyle is an understatement. They have 1 pierce armor, but these things, they just disintegrate. Ugh.
The problem is not about the Karambit and what they can do. I mean, if he has now the +1, the problem is
look at those 3 at the top,
army.
man. They're gonna die, by the way.
Spring has 1 army. They still didn't kill the army. Now
oh, no, never mind. Now you got them. Nice.
Look at the Cavarches. He don't notice. Morville is down. Tenville is different. He's going with the Cavarches. Ballistic. And I want to say, people in the chat, I have seen that the moderators are doing a good job. We can joke a little bit, Res or me, about the play style or something, but we are just joking and being respectful.
Always.
Please. So be respectful with the players. I have seen that the moderator did the job, so we'll keep going with the casting, but be respectful, okay? And,
yeah. It's super
some people, I mean, and there is different skills between the players. It's obvious that Islam is a better player, is more solid, and if Islam don't choke and play properly, he should win 9 out of 10 times against Islam. That's it. That's obvious. But this is what happened also in tournaments. First round of the tournament, usually there is more than 1 game that is one-sided. We can feel happy that in this tournament, the first round is being so surprised and being really, really strong. But now, back to the game, look at the population, Res. 2018 village difference, and he wanted to go one style that is not good for sprint, because sprint is good when he's going crazy aggressive. He went defensive for 1, and now he has the castle doing Karambit Warriors, but with those Karambit Warriors, he's not gonna be able to do anything against so many Cavarches.
Yeah, the problem is that this is the worst possible matchup for this specific build, which, believe it or not, I promise you all, can work sometimes actually, and is a potential candidate for an eventual Break the Meta episode, but not in this specific case. They match up very poorly versus Cav Archers. It's a strict hard counter, and I think it can't be stated enough that Spring actually is a good player, and he is capable of taking games off of these players like Slam. It's just that Slam has been playing this series immaculately well. Every time you think he's going to make a misplay, he's just like, nah, just kidding, I'm not going to misplay at all. He's been doing this perfectly. Cav Archers were the unit of choice here, which are just perfect, and the Karambit Warriors, I mean, I like the defensive castle by Spring to protect this really crucial point on the map. And I like the market to rebalance his eco. It's good that he's going heavy on gold. Like, he's doing everything he needs to claw his way back in the game. But Slam is just efficient, is the word. Picking off these villagers, keeping them down.
He's already with really big advantage. Like you say, that castle is in a perfect position, actually. It's protecting two-tone centers, the main goal, so the access to the farmers. But the problem is that this unit composition for Slam is way better. Those Cavarches with all the damn upgrades, they have bloodlines, thumbprint, ballistic, everything, you know? So he's raiding all the time, constantly. So
3 groups at once.
Yeah. And Islam, look at Islam. I am on his point of view now. On the way to Imperial, man. On the way to Imperial. Yeah, man. He's on the way to Imperial. Look at those Cavarches. 1, 2, and now Islam has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 archery ranges at home. He's not going up because he doesn't have the building. Now he's doing the monastery, but as soon as he will go up, and also with the hand card. This game is already for Slam, absolutely.
Slam's micro was so very good for most of that, you know, managing to micro 3 groups of cavalry archers simultaneously, raiding that eco, and just not letting Spring ever get a footing in this game. But I do have to say that Spring got a couple of good engagements there, picking off some cavalry archers, and then also boxing into cavalry archers, pinning them between those 2 town centers. The Karambit Warriors are fast enough that they can chase down these Cav Archers. He's finally getting enough of them that he can do something, and he is using the market to buy resources, but once again, it might just be too little too late, as I think Slam's eco advantage is just too large. 30 extra villagers going to the Imperial Age? Spring is making this build work, but he's too far behind. He's half the pop.
Yeah, it's really difficult. I mean, there's no chance. There's no chance. You have described perfectly fine what is going on, but at this point now, and he's going to Imperial not with 120 villages or something, but look at that ratio kill death, 84 unit kills, 39. So how many of those unit kills has been villages? Most of them has been raiding all the time around his economy. If you check his city, look at the dead bodies. It's insane. There's a lot of dead bodies.
Oh no! This is the GG. No, army. He's gonna lose everything. Absolutely clobbered, destroyed, shredded like paper. Like, dude, these Karambit warriors, they've got no defense at all. 30 HP, they have 1 pierce armor. This strategy can work, but no, Slam's got this game. He's gonna get the heavy cav archer upgrade.
Have you noticed, Res?
Yeah?
Have you noticed that those Karambit warriors, they are even worse than villages. They only have 6 attack.
They are worse than
villages.
villages.
Has better armor and more HP.
That's why I gave them 1 extra attack. That's the least. They could at least use that. And they also need chainmail armor, by the way. That's kind of a minimum prerequisite for this build to work. But poor Spring just didn't have the eco for this, and it just doesn't match up well versus Huns cavalry archers, unfortunately. I mean, Spring, okay, he's using the market, which again, my man, that is the play to get to the Imperial Age 80% faster. TM with Rise of the Rajas and. He's getting his upgrades. He's just so far behind. He's just so far behind economically.
He's going up to Imperial with 57 villages. He has 12 army. Well, it's not 12 army. It's more. The spec overlay don't detect that it's double. Remember, guys, we didn't mention that.
They're also weak though.
The population, half the population. The Karambit Warrior, so he has 28. But come on, he's coming with Rams. Those cav archers are going to be heavy cav archers very soon with Spartan tags. This chemistry, he's coming with the Rams, cav Rams already, and this is gonna be total domination by Slam. People was asking, Jordan has been streamed? Yes, has been streamed, and now we are going to keep going with 2 of the last cities. I'm telling this because I think this is impossible for Spring to come back. Do you think he will be able to counter this? No, man.
No. So he won't, because Elite Karambit Warrior takes quite a bit of time to research. I'm gonna get this wrong. I think it's like 45 seconds or something. And I mean, he's gonna get the Elite Karambit Warrior, and this is when they get. The problem is they get 1 additional melee armor, but not 1 additional pierce armor anymore. That was actually taken away from them. And they have 8 attack, but like seriously, it's just a horrible matchup for him. And the problem is he spends all the time researching the tech, and he doesn't get to make any more Karambit warriors and take advantage of the fact they create super quickly and don't cost anything. So he falls further and further behind, and heavy cover. GG. Yep. Oh man, really well played by Slam, and I love Spring's builds. I think they were creative, they were interesting, but just ultimately Slam played so efficiently, and I think that Spring is a good player. He was capable of taking some games here, but maybe just a little bit too aggressive in some cases.
I'm watching the chat. They think that we cannot see the chat, but we are watching the chat, and we're going to keep watching the chat. Why? Because we want to see the chat. You see the chat there? Because I do. And they are talking there. Guys, we keep watching the chat, okay? Let's support the bitch. You see? Oh, come on. Look at this. Well, 3-0.
No, yeah, I'm reading both chats. I'm reading both my Twitch chat and Mem's Twitch chat. And by the way, I appreciate all the love and support. Like, this is Mem has like the most welcoming, just polite community ever. It's great. I never feel more at home than I do co-casting here. So thank you everybody. And again, I think that Spring, he's pulled some magic before. I've seen him pull some magic. This time, though, Slam comes out on top. Interesting series. You know what? I'll cast another series with you, man. What's next? What's next?
Okay, I'm going to check. I'm going to check what we are going to cast it. Let's see. Military, 137 units, 64 largest army. Economy, you can see the economy with more food, but not by much. Well, with that rating, and he was almost the same food economy, but on wood, 8,000 and 5,000 on gold. Ay. 96 villages, 63, and let me check. Well, we're going to keep going. This is 3-0, and we still have 2 great series to watch. Stay tuned, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
I will join Mem for 1 more series, even though Asma, the struggle is real. I think that it's fitting that we do another one together. I'm glad that you guys have been enjoying our co-cast. If you have, I heavily encourage you to check out my own channels. I noticed I got a lot of new followers today. I really appreciate it. I especially need the extra support now, as I am currently looking for a new job. Thank you as well, Taco Master, for the sub. I'm going to be back in about a minute, as I'm going to make sure that the audio levels and everything were okay on my end, and also grab some water and prep for the next game, which is going to be awesome! So stay tuned! Beautiful. And thank you, Mem, for inviting me to CodeCast today. This has been a blast.
A pleasure. No problem, man. No problem. Now we're going to go... Well, I'm gonna see what we are going to watch now.